The very first person that I mentioned the idea to was my wife. And she looked at me and she said, "Are you crazy? I married a banker." Hi, I'm Javier Diaz, owner of Wings Air Helicopters. And I used to be an investment banker. I worked for 12 years in investment banking. I am actually from Colombia, so I worked with a lot of Latin American clients. After a few years, I moved on to Deutsche Bank. I don't think that anybody that's in banking loves banking. They love the perks, they love what they can do. So from that perspective, yes, I liked it very much. But I hated being behind the desk. I've always had aviation in my blood. It runs in my family. My father was an amateur pilot when I was growing up, so it always was in the back of my mind that one day maybe I'll own an airplane or a helicopter. And when I was working in Deutsche Bank, I had the idea of buying an airplane and renting it out for lessons. And I started doing that on the side. I continued my day job, but I had somebody working for me as an instructor, and then I bought a helicopter and started doing the same thing. After a few years of doing that, I started to realize that if you really want to make this work, I have to be in it, 24 hours a day.
Runway 16, clear for takeoff.
As in every other business, it has its ups and its downs. But we've achieved a lot of things. We got a FAA permit to do the air charter, which is very complicated. In the case of Chris, he hires us a lot.
Right now we're headed to West 30th Street Heliport in New York City, where I am hopping off and heading off to a meeting.
Following the 2007-2008 recession, I had to reinvent the business of the company because we were mostly focused on charters at the time, and the charter market just went down tremendously. So we have developed a company here called Wings Air Films, focused on the New York and Northeast market for movie production. I also have a flight school that stays busy year-round. If I want to put in 24 hours a day into this company, I can do it. But if I want to get home for dinner and be with my kids, I can do it. And so that to me is priceless. I'm still building it every year. But overall, financially has been very, very positive. People say, "You actually get paid for doing this?" And I say, "Yeah, I do." So there's nothing better than this for me.